Hello friends, now we'll start the new topics, that is the arc of a circle, central angle, measure of an arc and the congruence of the arc. I will also explain all the properties of the sum of measure of arcs. At the same time, I will explain all the solid examples from the textbook and all examples from the practice set 3.3. Now let us start. Now let's recall arc of a circle. A second divides a circle into two parts. Any one of these two parts and the common points of the circle and the second constitute an arc of the circle. In figure, due to the second K, we get two arcs of the circle with center C, arc AYB and arc AXB. If the center of a circle is on one side of the second, then the arc on the side of the center is called the major arc, and the arc which is on the other side of the center is called the minor arc. In figure, arc AYB is the major arc and arc AXB is the minor arc. Now see this here, arc AYB is the major and arc AXB is the minor arc. Now the central angle. When the vertex of an angle is the center of a circle, then it is called a central angle. Measure of an arc. To compare the two arcs, we need to know their measures. Measure of an arc is defined as follows. Measure of a minor arc is equals to the measure of its corresponding central angle. In figure, measure of central angle AOB is theta. Now see this figure. That is, O is the center of a circle and the vertex of angle AOB is also O. And the measure of angle AOB is equals to theta and the measure of arc APB is also theta. And arc APB is the minor arc and arc AQB is the major arc. Measure of minor arc, that is APB, that is theta. Now the measure of the major arc is equals to 360 minus measure of corresponding minor arc. In figure, the measure of major arc is equal, that is the AQB is equals to 360 minus measure of minor arc APB, that is the 360 minus theta. Measure of a semicircular arc, that is of a semicircle is 180 and the measure of a complete circle is 360. Now let's learn new. When two coplanar figures coincides with each other, then they are called the congruent figures. We know that the two angles of equal measures are the congruent. The property of sum of measures of arc. In figure, the points A, B, C, D, E are the coincidentally. With these points, many arcs are formed. There is one and only one common point C to the arc ABC and arc CDE. So the measure of arc ACE is the sum of the measure of arc ABC and arc CDE. Therefore, the measure of arc ABC plus measure of arc CDE is equals to measure of arc ACE. Now the theorem. The chords corresponding to congruent arcs of a circle are congruent. Now in figure, with the center in a circle with center B, arc APC is a congruent to arc DQE. APC is a congruent to arc DQE. Then what we want to prove that is a chord AC is a congruent to chord DE. Now we'll fill in the blanks for this proof. We'll consider the two triangles, that is a triangle ABC and the triangle DBE. Side AB is a congruent to side DB. We'll say that the radius of the same circle. Next, side BC is a congruent to side BE, again the radius of the circle. Angle ABC is a congruent to angle DBE, the measures of congruent arcs. And that's why the triangle ABC is a congruent to triangle DBE by the test SAS test. And hence the chord AC is a congruent to chord DE, that is the corresponding sides of the congruent triangles, and hence the theorem is proved. Now you can see this here. That is, in triangle ABC and the triangle DBE, side AB is congruent to side DB, that is the radii of the same circle. Next, the side BC is congruent to side ED, that is the BC is congruent to B, that is the radii of the same circle. Angle ABC is congruent to angle DBE, that is the measures of the congruent arcs. And that's why the triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DBE by the test SAS test. Therefore, the chord AC is congruent to chord DE, that is the corresponding sides of congruent triangles. Now the next theorem, that is the corresponding arcs of the congruent chords of a circle are congruent. That is, in figure, we have given that the two chords, that is the chord PQ is congruent to chord SR. What we want to prove that the arc PMQ is congruent to chord RNS. We can prove that this theorem. Now the short example, that is example number 1. ABC are any points on the circle with the center O. Write the names of all arcs formed due to these points. If the measure of arc BC is equals to 110 and the measure of arc AB is equals to 125, find the measures of all remaining arcs. Now, first question, write the name of all arcs. कोणकोणते आर्क्स असतील याच्यामध्ये? Then arc AB, arc BC, arc AC, arc ABC, arc ACB, and arc BAC. These are the arcs of a circle. Now the next question is, that is if the measure of arc BC, this is the BC, that is equals to 110, and measure of arc AB is equals to 125, then we will find out the measure of all the remaining arcs. First, the measure of arc ABC, and that's equals to measure of arc AB plus measure of arc BC. We have given that the measure of arc AB is 125 and the BC is 110 and the total is 235. Measure of arc AC, this is a measure of arc AC, that's the sum of these two. That is a 360 minus sum of these two arcs. That is a measure of arc AC is equals to 360 minus measure of arc ABC. That is a 360 minus 235. That's equals to 125. Similarly, measure of arc ACB, measure of arc A, C, and B. That is equals to measure of arc ACB is equals to 360 minus 125, and that's equals to 235 degree. Measure of arc ACB is equals to 360 minus 125, that is equals to 235. Measure of arc BAC is equals to measure of arc BAC is equals to 360 minus measure of arc BC, which is 110, that's equals to 250. Measure of arc BABC, that is 235, AC is 125, ACB is a 235 and the BAC is a 250. In next problem, that in figure, a rectangle PQRS is inscribed in a circle with the center T, then prove that arc PQ is congruent to arc SR. That is, the solution is, that is a quadrilateral PQRS is a rectangle. The chord PQ is congruent to chord SR, opposite sides of a rectangle, and that's why the arc PQ is congruent to arc SR, arc corresponding to congruent chords. Now the next, chord PS is congruent to chord QR. These are the opposite sides of a rectangle, and that's why the arc SP is congruent to arc QR, arc corresponding to congruent chords. Therefore, the measure of arc SP and the measure of arc QR are equal. Now, the measure of arc SP is congruent to measure of arc QR. That is, if we add measure of arc PQ on both sides, then you will get that the measure of arc SP plus measure of arc PQ is equals to measure of arc PQ plus measure of arc QR. But what is the measure of arc SP plus measure of arc PQ? That is the measure of arc SPQ. And what is the measure of arc PQ plus measure of arc QR? That is the measure of arc PQR. and therefore the arc ASPQ is a congruent to arc PQR. Now don't forget this. An angle whose vertex is the center of a circle is called a central angle. Definition of measure of an arc. The measure of a minor arc is the measure of its central angle. Measure of a major arc is equals to 360 minus measure of its corresponding minor arc. Measure of a semicircle is 180 when the two arcs are of the same radius and the same measure, they are congruent. When only one point C is a common to arc ABC and arc CDE of the same circle, that is the measure of arc ABC plus measure of arc CDE is equals to measure of arc ACE. Chords, chords of the same or the congruent circles are equal if the related arcs are congruent. Next, arcs of the same or the congruent circles are equal if the related chords are congruent. These are the sentences. You have to remember this. Now we'll start the practice set. In figure, the points G, D, E, F are the concyclic points of a circle with the center C. Angle ECF is equals to 70 degree. Measure of arc DGF is equals to 200 degree. Find the measure of arc DE. Measure of arc DEF. Now see this there. In figure, C is the center of a circle. G, D, E and F are the points on the circle. Measure of arc EF is equals to measure of angle ECF. EF is equals to ECF in this way by the definition of the measure of arc. But what is the measure of angle ECF? That is equals to 70 degree. Therefore, the measure of arc EF is equals to 70 degree. Now the measure of arc DFE, measure of arc DFE is equals to measure of arc DGF plus measure of arc EF, and that's equals to 200 plus 70, which is 270 degree. Therefore, the measure of arc DFE is equals to 270 degree. Measure of arc DFE is equals to 360 minus measure of arc D, and if we substitute the values, that is the 270 degree is equals to 360 minus measure of arc DE. Therefore, measure of arc D is equals to 360 minus 270, that's equals to 90. Measure of arc DEF is equals to measure of arc DE plus measure of arc EF. By the property of the sum of measure of arc, that is the D is a 90 degree and the EF is a 70 and their total is 160 degree. And that's why the measure of arc D is equals to 90 degree and the measure of arc DEF is equals to 160 अतिशय सोपे प्रॉब्लेम्स असतात त्या मेजर ऑफ द आर्क फिगर वरतीच आपल्याला सगळं समजतं ते. Now the next, in figure, triangle QRS is an equilateral triangle. Then prove that arc RS is a congruent to arc QS is congruent to arc QR, and the measure of arc QRS, measure of arc QRS is equals to 240. This we want to prove. That is a triangle QRS is equilateral triangle. Therefore, the segment QR is congruent to segment RS is congruent to segment QS. These are the sides of equilateral triangles, and that's why the arcs of the same or the congruent circles are equal if the related chords are the congruent, and that's why the arc RS is a congruent to arc QS is a congruent to arc QR. RS, QR and the QS. These are the arcs, they are the congruent. Second, the measure of angle QRS, measure of angle QRS is equals to 60 degree, and that's why measure of arc QRS is equals to 1 upon 2 measure of arc QS, that is equals to. Therefore, the 60 is equals to 1 upon 2 measure of arc QS, and therefore measure of arc QS is equals to 60 into 2. Therefore, measure of arc QS is equals to 120 degree. Measure of arc QRS, measure of arc QRS is equals to 360 minus measure of arc QS, that is a 360 minus 120, that's equals to measure of arc QRS is equals to 240. If the in figure, that is a chord AB is congruent to chord CD, then prove that that is a arc AC is a congruent to arc BD. Now see this here. Now these two chords are the congruent, therefore the arc corresponding to these chords are also congruent. That is the chord AB is congruent to chord CD, arc of the same or the congruent circles are equal if the related chords are the congruent. Therefore, the arc AB is a congruent to arc CD. Therefore, measure of arc AB is equals to measure of arc CD. And the measure of arc AB means what? Measure of arc AC plus measure of arc CB is equals to measure of arc AB. That is a property of the sum of the measures of arc. Next, the measure of arc CD. Measure of arc CD is equals to measure of arc CB plus measure of arc BD, that is equals to measure of arc CD. This is the second one. And if we equate these two, that is the measure of arc AC plus measure of arc CB is equals to measure of arc CB plus measure of arc BD. On both sides, measure of arc CB is common, we can cancel it. Therefore, the measure of arc AC is equals to measure of arc BD. And that's why arc AC is a congruent to arc BD. And in this way, we have completed the practice set 3.3. We'll see in the next video. Goodbye.